absolutely. We're super excited. We had a good test at UMaine. It was a tough game for us, but we learned a lot from it. And we've used the scrimmage against Roger Williams that we just had. We used that to work on our plays side to side, fix a few things, and we're ready to go for this weekend. So this year, obviously, a lot different than last year. And for all of us returning, there's 8 of us returning. We've all taken what we learned from last year, the experience, what it took to get to the Elite Eight, and we've really tried to nail that into the freshmen that coming in. They are super talented, and we have the sophomores as well. And we're just gonna all work together. We know what it takes to get to the Elite Eight and to win a championship, so we're gonna use those skills and put it to it this year. Yeah, we're definitely us 3. We know what it takes to get to the Elite Eight and all the hard work, and everyone showed us that. Those seniors, that was a great group of girls for us to have as role models, and we just got to take what they taught us and teach everyone else the foundation. I'm super honored to be named a captain, and I think something that's helped me is looking at like a Kelly Martin. She taught me what it means to be a true captain, and I think I tried to take that and everything that she has taught me and bring that to the team.
Really excited, to say the least. Feeling very nostalgic right now, and coming off of a really good year last year, definitely want to get as far, if not further, than we did last year. And we have the team, I feel like, that has the heart to get there, so that makes everything more exciting. And being a senior and having such great freshmen and great returners with me makes it all that much more easier to feel this way. So I would just say the commitment and work ethic. Definitely like having like a Kelly, a Sam, a Courtney, an Izzy, a Stacy, really a Kate. They brought a work ethic that I haven't really played with in the past. And it was easy for us to follow along with whatever they were saying, doing, because they just pushed everyone that much further. So with them being gone, everyone returning has brought that, because we know that's what it's gonna take to get to where we need to be. And confidence is a big thing. Last year we definitely talked a lot about being confident and being confident in our teammates, and having 5 freshmen is different. There's a lot of them, but they bring a confidence by themselves that honestly like lifts me up, and I know some of the upperclassmen as well, so it's really fun. All of our freshmen are sponges. They want to get better. They're so willing to do all the extra work, little shots, get extra shots up, get extra cardio in. They're willing to do anything to help the team, which is really, really exciting as well. And I think, you know, them being in the starting lineup, I don't think they're worried or nervous about it. I think they're just here to play. So we came off of Brown and then went to UMaine, which was a little bit, you know, not exactly what we wanted to see, but it happens and it's okay. And I think that was a good wake-up call for us, because we were competing at people of a higher level. And now we're going to be playing against people of our caliber. And I think we kind of understand that it's going to be a battle every day. And this weekend should be a good test for us. Hopefully we'll build on what we've been working on the past couple days of practice. We just had a great scrimmage against Roger Williams, and we're excited. We're really looking forward to this weekend, but this weekend's gonna really, really prepare us for what we're gonna see on Wednesday. So it's honestly really exciting. It's something that I've been looking forward to and been working for. And I was a captain in high school, and I love the role of being a leader. But even without the captainship title, I definitely enjoy being a leader to these girls. But it just makes, I feel like, a little bit all more special, and I definitely think I'm going to cherish the season a little bit more, for sure.
I think we're super excited. I think we've obviously worked all preseason, which is a few months. It's pretty long, so I think we're all just really excited to finally get on the court and start season play. Obviously, we had a few scrimmages. We beat Brown, which was awesome. Had a tough loss to Maine, but I think we can only build from that and learn from that. We've made fixes, so I think we're just really excited to get to Delaware and actually start season play, so we'll see how that goes. I think obviously last year we had a really successful year, so it's obviously, I think we know what it takes to get back to the Elite Eight, which is awesome that we have so many returners, but we have so many new players who have so much talent that they bring to this team. So I think it's great that a lot of us got to witness and go to the Elite Eight last year, so we know what it takes to get there, and we can only go up from there. So I think the main thing is to just never take a day off. We talk about that a lot, and that just goes in with games and never taking a play off, and we have that next play mentality. So I would just say competing every practice, trying to get yourself to be better every practice, but also focusing on making your teammates better in that aspect. So I think that's one thing that we do really well, is compete, and every day we get better, which is awesome. I'm super excited. It's awesome. I think especially after having those seniors last year and those captains, Sam, Court, and Kelly, it's just great to look up to them and to have that leadership that we had last year and just be able to be in that role now and take what they gave us and put this down on our new underclassmen and our freshmen. So it's awesome. I'm super excited.
Certainly excited about the start of the season. I think we've had a great preseason for a young team. They really came in ready to work hard. Young kids especially came in great shape, so they were able to really be challenged in the preseason, and it was a tremendous work ethic start to finish in terms of conditioning and strength and conditioning and our skill work. So we've been really happy with the work ethic so far. Certainly a year later, we're a very, very different team. Graduating 6 seniors and obviously the talent in that senior class. We knew we'd have some challenges, and we're certainly going through some growing pains in terms of our roles and understanding roles and how our upperclassmen have been filling roles. But it's right where we thought we'd be. So, despite heading up to Maine and the outcome obviously not being what we had expected, we really are right where we thought we'd be in terms of preparation. Yeah, we have 3 captains this year, and I think it's a good balance of 1 senior and 2 juniors. I think that was a good decision by the team in terms of our balance and roles and people filling roles. I think collectively they bring a good understanding of what great leadership is. I think they're working together well. And, they're going to be the ones that we lean on early to establish some good things. Again, just keeping the work ethic where it needs to be, understanding, we're all filling new roles, so don't put too much pressure on trying to fill somebody's shoes. Just kind of be who you are and, control the controllables. And so many parts of good leadership are controllables. So I've been happy with how they understand that right now. I think that freshman class, certainly we were very excited about the class coming in, but they definitely have exceeded our expectations just in terms of, as I mentioned, in the preseason, as a class, they came in really ready to hit the ground running, and that's not always the case. But they worked hard this summer to come in more fit and strong, and because of that, they were able to get up to speed in terms of the details on the court, during our skill work. They're an exciting class. They're really fun to coach. They're just sponges right now, and they make great fixes. So that's what you want from a freshman class, just a good coachability and understanding. You've got a long way to go, but if you're getting better every day, then we're getting better every day, and that certainly has been the case. And 2 of them have stepped into starting roles already, and will start this weekend in Bella Santoro and Kayla Raymond. So, that's a little bit of pressure for freshmen, but what I've loved is their poise. What they have you can't teach, and that they're both super competitive, and that whole class is. And they're going to push us in a great way in terms of pushing the upperclassmen. But they're a very poised class, and like I said, we're really excited about not only where they are, but where they're headed. I'm loving our first weekend trip. As long as we have good movies for the bus, it's usually okay. But for all those reasons that you mentioned, I like early in the season, being able to travel just with our team in terms of, developing that next level of chemistry, being able to travel, to talk about games, to talk about where we are. And, I think it really getting off campus right now is good as well, just in terms of, really let's focus on a great weekend of basketball. And I think when you take a road trip like that, you're allowed to do that in terms of how do we prepare on the road as well. I think that's a great experience just in terms of, being in the hotel, having the shoot around, having pregame meal together. So all of that is really great, again, teaching moments. I like that we're starting against, Wilmington and Holy Family, 2 regional opponents that, it allows us to talk about the fact that, these games do matter a lot in terms of down the road. You're hoping, obviously, to be in a situation where you may get an NCAA bid, and so these games matter a lot. So, it's not we're easing into the season. You got to really prepare for these games and make it great process. I also like the fact that we at least have 2 non-league games this year before we see Bentley on Wednesday, which was not the case last year. Certainly Bentley, predicted to come in first in the league this year. They're a very, very talented team, well coached, obviously. We know all that. But again, if you want to be challenged early, because I think every time we step on the court, it's going to be great teaching moments. So, it's exciting. The kids know the rivalry. The campus will be excited next week. So, I like to dive right in.